Yo, what's good, real ballers? Before we dive in, let me tell you something straight up. If you're about that authentic grind, that old school work ethic mixed with new school finesse, then you need to smash that subscribe button right now, because we're about to break down one of the most slept on, underrated, straight up dominant forces in the NBA today. This isn't just another basketball story, fam. This is about legacy, bloodlines, proving doubters wrong, and becoming an absolute beast when nobody saw it coming. We're talking about Domantas Sabonis, the Lithuanian hammer, the triple-double machine, the dude who's rewriting what it means to be a modern big man in this league. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're gonna see why this man is one of the realest to ever do it. Now let's get into it. Picture this: Malaga, Spain, May 3rd, 1996. A baby boy is born into basketball royalty, but here's the thing that doesn't guarantee you anything in this game. His pops, Arvydas Sabonis, a legendary 7'3" giant who dominated European basketball and went toe-to-toe with the best the NBA had to offer despite being past his prime and playing on busted knees. Arvydas was a problem. Fam, ask any old head who watched him play for the Portland Trail Blazers in the late 90s and early 2000s. They'll tell you that if he'd come to the NBA in his prime, he might have been one of the greatest centers ever. But this story isn't about Arvydas. This is about his son, Domantas, who had to carry that heavyweight legacy on his shoulders from day one. Growing up as the son of a basketball legend isn't all sunshine and slam dunks, my guy. Young Domantas was constantly compared to his father, constantly judged, constantly hearing, "You'll never be as good as your dad." That kind of pressure would break most kids, but not this dude. Instead of running from the comparison, he embraced it. He studied his father's game, learned from it, but made sure to carve out his own identity. While Arvydas was a traditional back-to-the-basket center with elite passing, Domantas knew the game was evolving. He had to be more versatile, more dynamic, more everything. The Sabonis family moved around a lot during Domantas' childhood: Spain, Lithuania, Portland, wherever his father's career took them. This kid grew up in different countries, speaking different languages, adapting to different cultures. That global perspective shaped him into someone who understood the game on a deeper level. He wasn't just learning basketball. He was learning life. By the time he was a teenager, Domantas had already played against grown men in European leagues, getting bodied in the paint, learning how to use his size and skill in ways that American AAU kids weren't. When it came time for high school, the Sabonis family settled in the Pacific Northwest, and Domantas enrolled at Gonzaga College High School in Washington. This is where American scouts really started paying attention. Here's this kid, 6'11", skilled as hell, with a basketball IQ that was off the charts. He wasn't the most athletic big man. He couldn't jump out of the gym or run like a gazelle, but he had vision, fam. He could pass like a guard, had soft hands, and understood angles and positioning better than dudes who'd been playing their whole lives. After dominating the high school scene, Domantas had options. He could have gone to a blue blood program, somewhere with national TV exposure every week. Instead, he chose Gonzaga University, a mid-major school in Spokane, Washington, that was building a reputation for developing players the right way. This decision told you everything you needed to know about Domantas' character. He wasn't chasing clout or trying to be a one-and-done lottery pick. He wanted to develop, to get better, to earn his stripes. And boy, did he ever. At Gonzaga, Domantas Sabonis became a straight-up problem for every team the Bulldogs faced. In his freshman year, he was coming off the bench, learning the college game, figuring out how to use his unique skill set against high-level competition. But by his sophomore year, man, he was unleashed. He averaged 17.6 points and 11.8 rebounds per game, put up ridiculous efficiency numbers, and showed the entire country that he wasn't just Arvydas' kid. He was Domantas Sabonis, a future NBA player in his own right. The dude was a walking double-double, grabbing boards like his life depended on it, making pinpoint passes out of the post, and scoring with a combination of finesse and physicality that had NBA scouts drooling. But here's where it gets interesting, fam. Despite his incredible college production, Domantas wasn't a lottery pick in the 2016 NBA draft. He went 11th overall to the Orlando Magic, who immediately traded him to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Think about that for a second: a guy who dominated college basketball, who had NBA bloodlines, who could do things most big men couldn't, fell out of the top 10. Why? Because scouts questioned his athleticism, his lateral quickness, his ability to defend in space against NBA guards. They saw limitations before they saw possibilities. That's the league, though. If you don't fit the prototype, they'll doubt you until you prove them wrong. In Oklahoma City, Domantas found himself in a tough situation. The Thunder had just blown a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference Finals and were loaded with talent Kevin Durant before he left. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Enes Kanter. There wasn't a lot of playing time available for a rookie big man still learning the NBA game. Domantas spent most of his first season coming off the bench, playing limited minutes, trying to figure out where he fit in a fast-paced, star-driven system. It was frustrating, but he kept his head down and worked. Every practice, every garbage time minute, every film session, he was locked in, learning, improving, waiting for his opportunity. Then came the trade that changed everything. In the summer of 2017, the Indiana Pacers pulled off one of the most lopsided trades in recent NBA history, sending Paul George to Oklahoma City for Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis. At the time, people clowned the Pacers. They thought Indiana got fleeced, that they gave up a superstar for spare parts. But the Pacers front office saw something special in Domantas. They saw a young big man with elite passing ability, a relentless motor, and the potential to be a cornerstone player. And they were right. In Indiana, everything clicked for Domantas. He wasn't stuck behind established veterans anymore. He had the green light to play his game, to showcase his unique skill set, to prove he belonged. His first full season with the Pacers, he averaged 11.6 points and 7.7 rebounds while playing just 24.5 minutes per game. Not eye-popping numbers, but his impact was undeniable. The Pacers played better with him on the floor. His passing opened up the offense, his rebounding sparked fast breaks, and his basketball IQ made everyone around him better. By his second year in Indiana, he'd earned a starting spot and was averaging a double-double. The transformation was real, fam, but Domantas wasn't satisfied with just being good. He wanted to be great. So he kept adding to his game. He developed a more consistent mid-range jumper. He worked on his post moves until he could score on anybody. He improved his free throw shooting. Most importantly, he became one of the best passing big men in the entire NBA, throwing dimes from the elbow and the block like he was Magic Johnson in a center's body. By the 2019-2020 season, Domantas Sabonis was an NBA All-Star, averaging 18.5 points, 12.4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. The kid who wasn't supposed to be athletic enough, who fell to 11th in the draft, was now one of the best centers in the league. But his journey was far from over. The next few years in Indiana solidified Domantas Sabonis as one of the most consistent and productive players in the NBA. He made back-to-back All-Star appearances in 2020 and 2021, putting up monster numbers night after night. We're talking 20-point, 12-rebound, 6-assist type performances on the regular, with shooting percentages that would make analytics nerds weep tears of joy. He led the league in double-doubles multiple times, became the Pacers' undisputed best player, and proved that success in the NBA isn't just about athleticism, it's about skill, intelligence, and heart. But by early 2022, the Pacers were in a tough spot. They weren't good enough to compete for a championship, and they weren't bad enough to fully commit to a rebuild. The organization had a decision to make, and in February 2022, they pulled the trigger on a massive trade that sent Domantas Sabonis to the Sacramento Kings as part of a package for Tyrese Haliburton and Buddy Hield. For Domantas, this was bittersweet. He'd given everything to Indiana, become beloved by the fans, and established himself as a star. But Sacramento, that was a franchise that hadn't made the playoffs since 2006, that had been the punchline of NBA jokes for over a decade. This was his chance to change that narrative, to be the guy who brought winning basketball back to Sacramento. From the moment Domantas put on that Kings jersey number 10, by the way, repping it heavy for Sacramento, he went absolutely crazy. The fit with De'Aaron Fox was instant magic. Fox's speed in transition paired with Sabonis's outlet passing created one of the most dangerous fast-break combinations in the league. In the half-court, Sabonis operated from the elbow and the post like a maestro conducting an orchestra, hitting cutters with perfect passes, setting crushing screens, and scoring efficiently when his number was called. That first partial season in Sacramento, he averaged 18.9 points, 12.3 rebounds, and 5.8 assists in just 34 games. The Kings suddenly looked alive again, and Domantas was the heartbeat of it all. Then came the 2022-2023 season, a season that will go down in Sacramento Kings history as one of the most special ever. Under new head coach Mike Brown, with Domantas as the anchor, the Kings broke their 16-year playoff drought and finished with a 48-34 record, good for third in the Western Conference. Domantas played like an absolute beast all season long, averaging 19.1 points, 12.3 rebounds, and 7.3 assists per game. Those assist numbers for a center, absolutely insane, fam. He was dishing dimes like he was Chris Paul trapped in a big man's body. He made his third All-Star appearance, finished 5th in the league in rebounds, and was the emotional and statistical leader of a team that brought joy back to one of the NBA's most tortured fan bases. The playoff run that followed was incredible. Even though the Kings eventually lost to the Golden State Warriors in the first round, the fact that they were there, competing, fighting, showing heart, that meant everything. Domantas averaged 21.4 points, 15.7 rebounds, and 6.3 assists in that series. He left everything on that court, battling against Draymond Green and Kevon Looney, proving that he could perform on the biggest stage. Sacramento fans finally had their guy, their leader, their cornerstone to build around. The following season, 2023-2024, Domantas kept his foot on the gas. He signed a massive contract extension with the Kings, showing his commitment to the franchise and the city. He averaged 19.4 points, 13.7 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game, leading the entire NBA in rebounds per game and dishing out dimes at a rate that no center in league history had ever sustained over a full season. He made his fourth All-Star appearance, became the face of the franchise, and continued to build something special in Sacramento. The dude was playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers, seeing passes 3 steps ahead, making everyone around him better, and doing all the dirty work that doesn't show up on Sports Center but wins basketball games. But then, life threw him a curveball that would test everything he'd built. Fast forward to the current 2024-2025 season, and Domantas Sabonis is dealing with one of the toughest challenges of his career. In mid-November 2024, he suffered a partially torn meniscus in his left knee, an injury that's kept him sidelined and has the entire Kings organization holding their breath. After being reevaluated recently, doctors said he'll miss another 5 weeks, with his return possibly not happening until close to the All-Star break in February. For a guy who's been Mr. Reliable his entire career, who rarely misses games, who's the heartbeat of his team, this injury is brutal, fam. And to make matters even more complicated, the trade rumors have been swirling like crazy. With the NBA trade deadline approaching and the Kings struggling to find consistent success this season, media outlets and social media have been buzzing about whether Sacramento might move on from their franchise centerpiece. Teams like the Washington Wizards, Phoenix Suns, and Chicago Bulls have reportedly shown interest in the past, though nothing seems imminent right now. For Domantas, this has got to be tough to process. He gave everything to bring winning basketball back to Sacramento, signed that long-term deal to show his commitment, and now he's hurt and hearing his name in trade talks. That's the business side of the NBA, though cold, calculated, and sometimes heartless. But here's what I know about Domantas Sabonis. The dude is built different. He's spent his entire life proving people wrong, overcoming obstacles, and silencing doubters. When scouts said he wasn't athletic enough for the NBA, he became an all-star. When people said he was just his father's son, he carved out his own legacy. When Indiana traded him to a Kings team that hadn't made the playoffs in forever, he led them back to relevance. This injury, these trade rumors, they're just another chapter in a story of resilience, determination, and championship-level heart. Whether Domantas comes back to Sacramento and leads them on another playoff run, or whether he ends up on a different team chasing a championship, one thing is certain: he's going to ball out. He's going to prove, once again, that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. He's going to show the world that success isn't about where you start or what people expect from you. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice, the hours you put in when nobody's watching, and the belief you have in yourself when everyone else doubts you. So what can we learn from Domantas Sabonis' journey? Simple, fam. Stop waiting for permission to be great. Stop letting other people's limitations become your reality. You might not have the perfect situation, the perfect genetics, the perfect circumstances, but you've got heart, you've got will, and you've got the ability to outwork everyone around you. Domantas didn't have his dad's athleticism, didn't get drafted in the top 10, didn't land on a championship contender right away. But he stayed true to himself, kept grinding, kept believing, and became one of the most impactful players in the entire NBA. Your journey won't look like anyone else's, and that's exactly how it should be. Embrace your story, your struggles, your setbacks. They're not roadblocks, they're the foundation for your comeback. And when people try to laugh at your dreams or tell you that you're not good enough, let them. Their doubt will fuel your fire. Their disbelief will become your motivation. And when you finally break through, when you finally achieve what they said was impossible, they'll be forced to recognize your greatness. Real talk if you're about this life. If you believe that authentic grind and old-school work ethic still matter in today's world, then do me a favor and smash that subscribe button right now. We're bringing you stories like this every single week, real athletes, real struggles, real inspiration that'll push you to be better in your life. And drop a comment below telling me what you loved about Domantas' story, or share your own goal that you're working toward right now. Let's build a community of real ones who understand that the journey is just as important as the destination. Your time is coming, fam. Stay locked in, keep grinding, and never let anyone tell you what you can't do. Peace.